What's going on, guys? Zephyr here, and I wanted to make a quick video outlining why data centers and servers are important. Seen a question on Twitter earlier today that was asked. Someone was wondering why it matters so much. Had people asking me, just what server I played on. So I, made sure to outline, the data center, the server, and then, of course, somebody asked this. They were new to the game on the free trial, so they didn't know what was important about it. So here we are today to maybe help you understand just why specific servers are important to be on for when you're wanting to play with your friends, connect, maybe make a guild with them, why that all matters. So let's get into it here. We got the spreadsheet. Kind of here, we got the data servers list. It's got all the little mini servers inside the data center. So what you want to do when making a character is you want to pick the data center closest to your location where you're playing the game. You got, North American data centers, you got the European, you got the Japanese. Pick these accordingly. In the future, there will be an oceanic data center for the people who live around Australia. That way they can have a better connection to the game. That'll be added sometime in Endwalker, I believe. But for now, we're just going to look at the North American data servers and use those as an example. So, me, I'm on Primal. I'm on the Hyperion World Shard. And being in Primal, I can play with anybody who is in this list of servers. I can't play with anybody on Crystal. I can't play with anyone on Aether, even though it's all North American. I cannot play with them. At least not now. They are going to be implementing at some point a data center transfer visit thing, similar to the world visit we currently have now, which allows me on Hyperion to visit like Famfrit or Exodus or Excalibur. I can transfer over there. Some functions are limited. I cannot join guilds from those. That's another thing. You can't join guilds on another server. You have to be on the same server as your friends if you do want to make a guild. So that is one of the probably biggest reasons why it matters so much which one you're on. Is so that you can make a guild. It's a lot easier to friend people. You do have to be on the same server, even if you're just visiting, to friend your buddy. That way you can play together, select them off the friends list, invite them to your party and all that. You do need to be at least temporarily on the same server, just because of how the player search works, because you can have I believe you can have the same names across 2 different servers, so that's why it kind of matters, I think. I'm unsure about that. I just know that you cannot find people on another server if they're not on yours through the player search. You have to go visit them. It's unfortunate. I wish they would fix it, but I don't know what really they could do about it. But enough of that. So, the main important reasons why you want to be on the same is pretty much just connecting with other friends, playing together, being on the same server shard to make a guild. Guilds got their own functionalities. If you've got a house, you can do cool things with there, building like a submarine or whatnot, do things with that. It's all just a bunch of, house stuff that you can do with it. And then you can, there are buffs that allow you to either gain more experience for kills, you get a lower res sickness timer, it goes away faster. And then you can also get a buff that extends food buffs for you. It extends it by like 10 minutes, I think. Nothing too significant, but it does help out to not waste your food buffs very often, as those do increase XP by a little bit, and stats. I know depending on what you're doing, whether or not you're a crafter, you'll use a lot of food. End game stuff, you'll use a lot of food depending on your class. So that's kind of important right there, a little bit, end game wise. So the biggest thing to look out for is just, figure out where your friends are playing if you want to play with them. Join the data center they're on. I believe I know Aether and Primal data centers, I believe, are located pretty much in the same state. So it doesn't matter on whichever those you want to join. You and your buddies just join whichever one you want. Pick a world that you can get on. Now, one thing that can be annoying is sometimes there will be one of the server shards that have too many players on it, so they will lock out being able to make a character on there. So if you already do have a friend that plays the game and they're on, say, Excalibur, but Excalibur can't have more people, you will have to make one on another character, but they can still world visit you, or you can world visit them. Even though you can't make a character, you can still temporarily visit. Get each other on your friends list, and then, continue to play the game in a party. Other than that, there's not much else to it. It's pretty simple, pretty short. What matters with them? It's all just, connecting with your friends. Just the biggest thing is just, I think I've said this, is just make sure you're on the same data center at the very least. Worry about transferring your character over to, your friend's server, or them transferring to your server later. You can do that through the website. You can, sign up for a transfer. It costs, I think $10 to transfer your character. It's not too much, if that's a route you want to eventually go in the future. Other than that, there's nothing much else on this, so that'll be it for now. This is a video pretty much just directed towards the new influx of players coming into Final Fantasy XIV right now. I know there are a lot of you, which is really nice to see. I know the game itself wasn't expecting such a huge influx. We've had a couple of server congestions. It's messed with things a bit. They've kicked back in the auto log out feature, at least for now. So that'll be it from me. Hopefully this helps to explain, just why they matter, why you want to be on a specific one, and what you can do on them. And for world visiting, for players who don't know how to do it, you just world visit by going to the large shard in the capital city. You spawn in them. You spawn in the capital cities at the beginning of the game when you make your character. It's the first place you'll get to. You either got Ul'dah, Gridania, Limsa, Lumensa. You just go to the big crystal there, and there will be a world visit section you can click on. It'll show up then a list of the world shards that you have access to. You'll just click on the one you need to, go there, open up the player search, and then just search up your friend's name in-game, and send them a friend's request. Or, have them meet you there at the shard. If you're on, Discord chat or something like that, you just have them meet you at the specific spot, and then just friend them right there. No search needed. So that'll be it for now. If there's any more questions about this, tell me them in the comments below. I'll try to answer of the best of my abilities if there's just anything else you need to know about. But that'll be it for now, yeah. So, take care, enjoy playing the game. It's a lot of fun, especially once you get out of ARR. Heaven's Ward, being the first expansion, is one of the better expansions that we have. Probably the best to a lot of players. I like Shadowbringers a lot more, but Heaven's Word definitely has its place as one of the just best stories I've played. So enjoy that when you get to there. Don't rush. Don't feel like you need to rush through the game or do every quest that you see. Just focus on the main quest. Focus on your job quests too. Don't be afraid to play around on other classes. You can play all classes on one character, so experiment around, find out what you like, and enjoy your time in Final Fantasy XIV. So, take care.